Hi, Phil the Thrill here. Wanted to try out a game with my best pals. We got Nick over here, and then Eli below me, and of course, Table Runner Crispy, bottom right. And I wanted to do a game of Heroes Unlimited, but I didn't want to play Palladium, so we made a weird version of it with Total Party Skills, and that's what we're going to be playing. And we'll just get started. It says, Justice is blind. Okay, here we go. A hot summer day. Let's see, we are in the busy streets of Independence City. There's a buzz in the air about the upcoming World Series Game 7 with the Independence Asteroids facing the New York Yankees. And we see the last gasp of a metal man as his spirit, or a shimmering glow, begins to escape from his body, begins to float down the alleyways in bustling cities of this major metropolitan area, passing by a number of hip-hop dancers getting down to their sweet beats of Cypress Hill and drifting down past the pizzeria, this fresh smell of baked pizza, and then up into the sky, some pigeons flying past as this shimmering entity makes its way back to its haven.
On a sagging mattress, the shimmering form of a body reforms. I open my eyes. I hate dying. Grumble as I roll out of the creaking mattress, the box spring broken under my prodigious weight. I hit the floor, discarded Pilsner bottles in cans scattered around. I'm buck naked. I go into my different form. The floorboards creak under my increased mass as my body turns into a metal construct. Okay, good.
Shrill cries heard of a woman. Ah! Oh, Anvil, what are you doing here? A young lady goes by the name of Rebecca.
Tanya, what's her name? You.
It's Rebecca.
Of course, Rebecca. I meant Rebecca. I turn into my skin form.
I'll tell the others that you're here. She looks at you a little bit disgusted.
I look down.
Sure.
Naked as a jaybird. Rebecca, where's my pants?
I don't know. It's your room.
What are you doing in here?
Off. And, heads down the hall.
Always disoriented after I die.
To let your partners know that you've returned to the hideout.
I turn to the overflowing hamper. I start pulling dirty clothes out until I find a old, mostly clean set of work overalls. I shrug those on, still shaking my head. I need a smoke.
And knock on Nephilim's door. Nephilim, Anvil's here. He's dead. Or he was. Sound of Rebecca outside your door.
I am wearing some plastic gloves as I'm halfway at cleaning my room methodically. When I hear the knock, I yell, "Oh, I'll be there in a minute, Rebecca. Thank you so much." I remove the plastic gloves, dispose them in a neat trash can.
Okay,
And,
did you need anything?
No, thank you, Rebecca.
Rebecca, the assistant, walks over to the neighboring room, knocks on the door. Quantum, are you awake?
Yep, I'm here. I took a bite, last bite of my apple. Nibble a
Anvil
little
just
bit more.
appeared in his room. He must have died.
Yeah, he does that. We should probably go check on him. His memory's a little foggy sometimes.
I'm putting the coffee on.
Take my apple corn, dump it in the trash, put on my mask, begin walking toward Anvil's room.
Some overalls draped over me. I open the door. Oh, Quantum. Yeah, I just died again.
How you
Excuse me,
feeling?
I'm always hungry after coming back from the dead. I walk past Quantum, brush by him. Huge, big shoulders, broad build. I walk to the kitchen, barefoot, open up the fridge and start pulling out all the food. Just pulling it all out. Rebecca, where's the bread?
She's Rebecca's standing at the sink. She startled a little bit by her appearance, but has a look of gratitude on her face, noticing your pants, scooping some coffee into the instant coffee pot. She says, "Oh, it's over by the fridge." She points in the direction of the fridge in your shitty kitchen.
I start pulling, rummaging through, slapping things together. I don't even care I just need to eat something. I'm starving.
I walk into the kitchen, go into the fridge, grab a jar of mayonnaise, and hand it to Anvil. You don't want to eat a dry sandwich, do you?
Yeah, this'll do. I grab a spoon from the drawer. It rattles as I grab the large spoon. I just start scooping and eating the mayonnaise direct from the ball. Yeah, that's good.
That still has.
Where's the pretty boy? Better tell him I just died.
Door creaks open. I have to walk through the doorway sideways so my enormous wings don't get caught in the doorframe. Seeing the gruesome culinary visage, I groan, "Ugh, Anvil, must you do like that?" I approach it,
Takes a lot of calories
minding my wings so it doesn't
cheat death.
Well,
this spoon rattles in the empty jar of the mayonnaise. I put it down on the counter. All
Rebecca
right.
walks over with a unopened jar of peanut butter and a fresh spoon. She says, "You guys really should increase the food budget."
I think so.
I know we've been living hand to mouth for a while, but it's getting kind of gross.
Thanks,
agreed.
doll. I take the peanut butter from her.
You should probably add mayonnaise to the list. We're out.
Big old spoon. I look at the clean spoon. It's too small. I get the spoon from the mayonnaise. I'm ladling the peanut butter into my prodigious maw.
I guess
so as I was saying, I died. I just died. I'd say maybe half an hour ago. On the work site, too.
What happened?
Well, it's always a little hazy at first, but I'd say I fell from a very high spot. Was working high steel downtown.
I approach more in silent, minding so my wings don't touch any of the walls.
What are we gonna do about Janice? You know what I was thinking? He can look like any of us, can't he? We should probably have a code word or something just so that he doesn't impersonate one of us.
He cannot mimic your skin imperfections.
I point
Says,
a spoon full of peanut butter at Quantum. That's good, smart thinking there. I like that. What code word you want? Like my password? Password 123 works great.
Maybe something a little better than that. You know what? Let's pick something easier. Remember, let's make it peanut butter.
Peanut butter. The peanut butter jar is empty. I open the fridge, grab out a carton of milk. Yeah, it'll do. Start drinking directly from it.
Rebecca's pouring 3 cups of black coffee. She says, "Where's Blink?" Slides you each a cup across the counter.
You'd come to see me. He was supposed to come to see me.
I thought you guys were together.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me think. I reach over and grab the coffee.
I think he was
chase
follow
the carton of milk with some coffee.
He was following a lead on Janice's whereabouts, last I heard.
I'll refresh my memory here. Quantum, Janice, that's that guy we were trying to track down, right?
Right. That's the whole reason we're here in Independence City.
Oh, man,
definitely not for the World Series.
I don't mind Independence City. It's good. I got a solid. Oh, my truck. My truck's getting towed right now. I bet I left it in a loading zone. I figured I'd keep an eye on it, but then I died. Man.
We can worry about the truck later, I feel, Anvil.
Easy for you to say.
Grab you one of the mugs as well.
I don't got no wings. I like that truck.
I'm sure after we help the city and the locals, the local, what do you call, law enforcement will be pleased with you. Maybe they'll let you off the hook, as you say.
I admire your optimism. Usually they take one look at me and it doesn't go well.
The bright light from the sun streaming in through the uneven metal blinds, barely blocking it. There's an old fabric couch, a unit, like an L unit, in front of a TV on a TV stand that is on, quietly droning on.
Barefoot, I walk over to the couch.
Some commercial about taxes. An accountant.
Quentin, what else did Blink? So, did he tell you anything? Did he give you any leads on what he discovered so far?
I think he said it was what was it? Trying to remember. I think the steel section, he said. It's an industrial section.
Maybe we could go after him.
I mean, we can, if he has his flip phone, we can give him a call. Well, I should probably do that. I'll take out my flip phone, my Nokia phone, and flip it open and begin dialing.
I approach the window with mug in hands, slowly twitching my wings.
There's a plume of smoke out in the horizon. The distant sound of sirens piercing through the white noise of the city. The phone call goes straight to voicemail.
I just got his voicemail.
There seems to be some problem happening in the city.
The TV, almost as if it's reacting to Nephilim's comment. Urgent alert. massive explosion in the downtown steel district of Independence City.
I instantly grabbed the window and slide it
A
up.
dozen casualties reported.
That's where Blink went. Maybe something went down. You better go over there and check it out quick.
I'll go ahead. I'll try help as many civilians as I can. Try help on Anvil if you can.
I guess I better find my bus pass.
I mean, if you're in your normal form, I should be able to carry you.
What do you mean this? My body turns into metal. This feels normal. The couch creaks as the timbers crack in the fabric couch. Oh, sorry.
The other form. Yeah.
Well, let me get some shoes on.
You realize how long it took, how many dumpsters I had to check by to find that couch?
I'm sorry. Sorry, doll.
I with one leg already on the window. Call me if you need me. I'll scout ahead, and I leap forward through the window. A large wingspan of around 16 feet. I leave some white plumes behind. I fly off into the distance, following the smoke trail.
Scatter as you after your takeoff.
Well, there he goes.
Opens itself below you. People walking around like ants. The bright sun shining brightly and hotly on your back.
My golden locks floating. I flap on to get height, and my eyes shimmer as I start seeing in heat vision, seeing this giant red blob far in the distance where the explosion occurred, and I dive forward to get more speed, try to fly there as fast as I can.
Very obvious, massive fire is starting to take place in that area.
You should probably get going, Anvil. You ready? Just put your arms around my shoulders, and
I'm commando underneath this. Give me a second. I rush to my room, find some old steel toe boots, pull them on. I never am prepared. I come rushing out. All right, let's go.
All right.
Becca says, find Blink. I'm worried.
All right. You just want to go through the window? Let's go.
Man, I just died falling. You guys.
All right. Let's go down the stairs. We can
it don't matter. You're going to be flying up high, aren't you?
Yeah.
Good thing I don't mind heights. I just not quite ready to climb out a perfectly good building when I just fell out of one. I walked down the front steps, each step creaking under my weight.
I fly out the window that left open, fly down to the sidewalk and wait for Anvil.
Out the front door, I lift up my arm to be grabbed by Quantum.
All right, make sure you hold on tight. Grab his arm, take off.
You just let me know if I squeeze too hard. Don't want to break any of your bird-like bones.
That's Nephilim with the bird-like bones, not me. But
oh yeah, sorry.
But yes, don't break me. Break my bones.
There's an old homeless man smoking a cigarette, watching you guys. As you take off, he goes, "Whoa!" And he looks at his cigarette, and throws it.
Don't waste cigarettes.
Don't encourage a guy to smoke cigarettes, Anvil.
I mean, with his life, what's the problem? A bit of nicotine. Give him some pleasure before he goes. It's probably the least of his worries.
All life is precious, Anvil.
In front of you, Nephilim, none of the buildings really go over 6 floors here. Looks like kind of a very dense residential area. A couple of shops are in this area, or at least they were before this rather massive inferno began.
Starts slowing down.
It's a
See
couple
some
of emergency vehicles beginning to approach the outside of the conflagration.
I perch on top of one of the ambulances, and I speak at the nearest nurse or doctor. Are there any civilians hurt?
There's an ambulance driver. He's on a walkie-talkie. He says, "Whoa! I don't know who you are, but
I raise a hand.
we need to get some help into the middle of this fire."
I start taking wing once again. Fear not. Aurora Atlantica is here. And I flow then towards the fire. I start glowing.
Good.
What? I start glowing as a small, some plumes out of my body. They get expelled as if there was an anti-gravity field around me.
Just watches you rocket up. And a guy walks up to him. He says, "What do you say his name was?" He said, "I don't know, something in Latin." There we go. They just watch you as you soar in.
I approach. I dive fully into the flames. The flames, they seem to fear me, and they avoid me in a bubble formation. As now walking slowly into steel beams and some furniture that is burning. Anyone that can hear my voice?
Anvil, go on.
We're almost there. I can see the flames.
Yeah, hard to miss.
Man, we need to hurry. Hopefully we can save anyone who's trapped in there.
Well, just get me close.
At the top of one of these buildings that you're approaching, you see a small or about 7 people have managed to make their way up to the roof. They're sitting out and they're looking around desperately.
We got to help those people.
Well, it sounds like a job for you. Better drop me off. I'll be fine.
Well, I'll drop you off on that roof. I got to get those people out of there quick. The building's burning.
That's right. Drop me off. You can be their ride, right?
Yeah. I fly on top of the building.
I let go of Quantum as I fall towards the top of the building. The bottom half of my body transforms into metal. I sink into the roof of the building when I impact, right up to my calves. Look over at the survivors. There's your ride. I point up at Quantum. Anyone else trapped? Well, speak up.
Is there more people downstairs?
What's wrong with you?
One of this 14-year-old boy says, "My grandma, she's down there. She's I couldn't pick her up. She's stuck to a chair. She can't walk."
Granny stuck to chair. Okay, what apartment?
15C.
The rest of my body turns into metal. I walk to the door, casually smash the door jamb open as I walk down into the building.
Gust of flame rushes towards your face.
I take it. Ain't nothing but a warm breeze. All right, stay up here, kid.
Inside,
my overall start light on fire immediately.
inside the building, Nephilim. You hear, hello, help, help. There's a big, it's a flaming hallway that you're in. There's many doors. It's hard. The sound's coming from further up ahead.
Still flames
Tanks.
dodging me. I walk down the corridor. Where are you? Rescue us here.
Help!
Walking through some of the doors. I go all the way down the corridor, trying to look with my UV vision. Blast it. The flames are purifying the place. Where are you?
Help! I'm back here. Help!
See one of the doors. I rush towards it. I use one wing as if it was a shield. All sorts of tiny debris getting pushed away, at least from 1 meter away from me. And I try to bash the door open using
debris falling around you like a giant bubble. This flames start to kind of drip down from the floor above.
I full-on run into the door, blast it open with my body weight velocity.
Shatters.
Once I shatter,
it's a rather small living room. There's a woman who's ducking. She's standing over by by another door. She's inside of a bathroom. Looks like with the door open. There's a rather large piece of flaming debris between you and her. She says, "Who's that?"
I say,
Has God answered my prayers?
I spread my wings, making the radius of the bubble greater. Slowly walking towards her, smoke dodging me, and that flaming debris as well. Pushing the fire away, I extend a hand. Grab my hand and fear not.
She reaches for your hand. On top of the building with Quantum, many of the bystanders approaching you, mobbing you.
All right, kid, you come down first, okay? I'm gonna take children first. I'm gonna hold on to you. Don't let go.
Come down first. I'm a father, and this is my wife. She's pregnant.
All right, let me get the kids down, and I'll come get your wife. Let me take this boy down first.
No, take us down first. And the kid's like,
we got to be orderly.
The old man's like, hey, let him figure it out. You shut up, old man.
The more you argue, the longer it's going to take. Just listen to me. Come on, kid. I grab the 14-year-old kid, grab him tight around his waist. All right, hold on to me.
Okay.
I go off the side of the ledge and jump down.
He's like, what?
When I'm about 10 feet away from the ground, I'll start slowing down the descent, gently put him down. All right. We're here by the paramedics just down there, okay? Don't leave their sight.
He says, I can't afford an ambulance. He just starts running around.
I jump and take off back to the roof. All right, pregnant lady. Come on. Sir, you're going to have to wait.
He's like, fine, just take care of my wife. And,
all right, ma'am. Hold on tight, okay?
Oh, be careful.
All right. Walk over to the ledge. This time I won't jump. I don't want to startle her. And I slowly take off and fly down.
She's got her eyes closed shut.
It'll be okay. We're almost there.
The heat of the building is oppressive to the woman. She's like, it's so hot.
I fly further away from the building. All right, we're further away. I'm gonna fly you straight down to the paramedics down here, okay? I will take a look at you.
She's not responding to you.
I land next to the paramedic. Please, this woman's pregnant. Make sure she probably has smoke inhalation. I gotta go back. There's 5 more people on the roof.
She says, I'm not really pregnant. And the paramedics take her and give her oxygen.
I fly back up to the roof,
Inside the building, Anvil.
My metal form down the concrete stairwells. I keep plodding down. The concrete steps vibrate under my weight as a metal hero. I get down 14, 15, 14, 13. Yeah, 13. This is it. I casually rip the metal fire door off its hinges and toss it away. I walk into the hallway, the smoke kind of billowing. I start yelling, "Hey, Granny, 13B, Granny, where are you? Bus is leaving, Granny. Better call out."
A small Shih Tzu runs up to you.
What?
Bites at your pants.
I look down at the dog, disgusted. I said, always a Shih Tzu. Why can't you have a real dog? Hey, Granny, is this yours?
No response.
Okay.
All right. The room is not hasn't been affected by the flames as much. There's quite a lot of smoke here. TV's got all static, but it's on.
I
goes
not
out
worrying
immediately,
about
explodes.
I walk down with the smoke whirling around. Granny, she said he was stuck in a chair. I look at the TV. I look back from the TV to see the big lazy boy chair there. Hey, Granny.
Empty.
Where is she?
No sign of life in this room.
I look down at the dog gnawing at my boot. Okay, all right, Lassie.
Dog just looks up at you with puppy eyes and goes, "Arr!"
Where's the lady? Go show me where the lady is. Come on. I clap my hands together, which is the sound of 2 metal discs slapping. It's very loud.
It runs out the door.
I follow.
And looks back at you and goes, "Roof, roof." Begins to head further down the hall.
I follow down further in the hall, hearing the floorboards creak under my feet. Cough a little bit with the smoke.
Some of the boards shatter beneath your feet, leaving a large hole.
I don't want to die again today. 2 in one day.
Roof,
Move
roof.
over to this.
Shih Tzu bark calls out.
I follow to where the dog is.
The hole is basically a clear view down to the floor below you. Has some flames. The dog is barking in front of 15C.
15C? That stupid kid didn't give me the right number. All right. Maybe she was visiting her bridge club buddy.
Jitsu.
I take a few steps back and then run and jump over the hole. As I'm midair, I transform into my human form. So I land with less weight and roll next to where the dog is.
Okay.
Dusting myself off, I turn back into my metal form. Ooh, ooh. Floor shudders under the sudden increase in weight. I go to the apartment door where the dog is whining. I casually push it in, exploding out the hinges. Granny.
Oh my God! So it comes out a old lady's voice. She's like, oh, looking at your visage.
Hey, listen, ma'am, the building's on fire. You've got to
Nephilim.
leave.
The lady pulls herself out of the bathroom. Yeah. Nephilim.
With this lady in my arms, I run towards the nearest window and jump through it. Debris making parting way, so and I spread my wings and glide down to put her into the ground near the paramedics. Once I reach the ground, I let her go.
Thank you so much. I don't know how I could ever repay you. Thank God.
Without saying anything, I flapping my wings, start going up once again. I try to go to the top of the building. Civilians.
There are a few civilians at the top. And
I approach
yeah.
Approaching the ledge, standing on top of it. Balancing on my wings, I extend my hand forth. The weakest among you, come first.
A couple of women offer you their young children, probably all below the age of 10. It's about 3 of them. It is 3 of them. I would say, take them. We'll just tell them we're up here.
We'll be back. We'll be back. Hold steady. I weaken the fuse.
Mommy, I don't want to leave. I love you. Oh. Yeah,
your mother will be safe. Man. I grab 2 children on my left arm, third one on my right. Once again, I jump back. I feel a little bit of the weight, but I managed to slowly glide down, holding tight to the children. Your mother's gonna be safe, children. Don't worry. We are here to save you. Gliding down, once again, drop them off. Starting to sweat a little. Blessed up once again.
The rescue efforts take a... You guys are at it for another couple of hours. The flames consume almost this entire area. It's all you can do to save lives. But eventually the firefighters are able to put the flames out so it no longer spreads. Billions of dollars in damages, or millions, you know. The fire chief says, as they're wrapping up the last of the firefighting, they say, "We couldn't have done this without you without your team. Thank you." He shakes Quantum's hand. He goes on to shake everyone's hand.
We're new here, but you can count on Aurora Atlantica.
I extend my hand.
Atlantica.
But
I'm sitting on the back of one of the pump trucks in my burned overalls, soot covered everywhere. I'm blowing snot rockets out of my nose. I've inhaled so much smoke. Okay, I look at my filthy hands covered in debris from the building. Reach out a big hand to the chief. Hey, Chief. Yeah, we're the the Atlantic Avengers. That's like the guy said. But would you mind? Could I get a new pair of overalls? Do you think one of your guys would mind? I'm almost naked here.
He says, I can hook you up with some coveralls.
That's solid, solid, Chief.
And of course, we have a lot of blankets.
Yeah. One of them.
He gives you a. He says, "Hey, Petey, why don't you hook up this guy? What'd you say your name was, big fella?"
You can call me Anvil. They call me that. It's my superhero name.
Fire Chief has the best mustache you've ever seen.
That's a solid mustache. Guy with a mustache like that must have a nice smoke on him, eh? Did you hit me up?
I had enough smoke for one day.
I don't know. I just need that smooth menthol.
Petey, the younger 20-something firefighter, throws a set of triple XL coveralls at you.
Oh, they'll be tight, but that'll work. Thanks, Petey.
Hey, no problem, Mr. Anvil.
I land perched on the same truck that Anvil is in, slightly shaking it. Enough smoke for today, Anvil. The wings sending in a gust as I balance myself.
Whoa. Cover my eyes.
Don't mind him. He may be of steel, but his heart is of gold. I look at the chief. Do you have any count of fatalities?
Says, at least 30 confirmed dead. We'll be digging people out of this mess for another few days, probably. What a tragedy. He shakes his head.
I rub my chin. Unfortunately, we cannot be here earlier.
I'm
sure they are in a better.
I don't understand how the fire got big so quickly.
I stand up, still on top of the truck, looking at the debris. This is a residential area, is it not?
It's sort of. It feeds into the steel. Some of the manufacturing around here. But there's a lot of residential around here. The fire wasn't contained just to the residential. It also hit a couple of the warehouses.
I standing in silence, still looking at the debris, lost in thought.
I walk over a group of children, kneel down. All right, kids, I know you lost a lot of things, but your parents are still here. You have each other. Make sure you listen to your parents, okay? Don't smoke. Don't drink. Rub their head. Walk over to Anvil.
Thanks, Mr. Quantum.
All right.
One of the kids that you pulled off of off of a roof. Can we go flying again?
Maybe sometime in the future.
One of the other kids has.
You keep your grades up. Make sure you listen to your parents and teachers. Stay in school.
I will. One of the other kids has a 1,000-yard stare. Just kind of sniffling to himself. Blanket all over.
Anvil, Nephilim, did you find out where the fire started? Chief, you know where the fire started?
I take a coffee from one of the firefighters. Just start drinking a coffee. This blanket over my shoulders.
If I had to guess, the center would be somewhere around Hawthorne and 5th, but we've just been fighting it. We haven't had any chance to do any kind of forensic review here.
Fair.
I project my voice.
There's no telling. It doesn't really, expand in sort of a uniform rate, but
I exclaim a little bit loud so everyone can hear. The fire killed off any trace, any biochemical trace. I see nothing. And I look at Quantum. I point to my nose. Can you perceive anything, Quantum?
It's just a lot of smoke. It's kind of hard to. It's just a lot of smoke. It's kind of masking everything right now. I'd have to get closer to find anything else. But why don't we check Hawthorne and Fifth, and we can see if maybe that's the point of origin. It will smell stronger like smoke there if that's where it started.
I rub my chin once again. And why didn't Blink show up? I don't like this.
The journey to Hawthorne and Fifth is a burnt up carcass of a city. Ash, burnt out buildings everywhere. There's an odd quiet is over this part of the city as well. Occasional firefighters there putting out some hot ash.
Nothing would have survived this. Let me see if I can smell Blink anywhere. What?
So perception, smell.
Uh, 15, 19. Oh, he was here, but he's not here anymore. I don't smell him. But he was here. Definitely was here.
Can you show me? Can you pinpoint it? Where exactly?
Yeah, right over here, right? I mean, the
Faint
building's
scent
burnt
of,
to pieces, but
a faint chemical scent. Some mix of a weird kind of ammonia smell and ozone. It's very unfamiliar.
it's just
I see
ammonia
something.
and some other. Do you know what that is? Can you see anything?
Yes, I do see a trail, though the debris is falling over it.
I'll point me in the direction. I transform into a metal form.
My head is following some sort of invisible trail in between the debris, and I point over there, Anvil. Below that large wreckage.
Got it.
There's some spillage under it.
I walk up to the wreckage with my metal hands. I crouch down and grab a metal I-beam and toss it casually out of the way. Start moving the debris away.
Taking out a bus stop like it was made out of toothpicks.
More debris just goes flying over my shoulders. So getting at it.
Watch out!
How close are we?
I puff my
Quantum, bring
my
your magic
feathers.
nose over here. See if you can tell what this is. I take another large segment of cinder block wall and
I just
toss
smell
it
some
away.
strange chemicals. I mean, it was Blink was here for sure, but I don't necessarily smell him. It's kind of hard with all this chemical smells here. Not familiar with these.
Underneath a washing machine and propped up by an I-beam is a strange tripod device that has a spike coming out of it and then sort of a flower. It's metallic.
One hand crinkles all of the metal on the washing machine as I lift it up like a side, like a lateral delt raise with the washing machine on one hand. And I hold it there. And I point, Quantum. That doesn't, one of these things just ain't like the other. One of these things just don't belong.
Agreed. Good eye, Anvil.
I let the washing machine drop. It clangs to the ground.
Near the device, you see a pool of what looks like maybe mercury. Near the device, it's almost like it's melting, like it's a piece of ice, but it's clearly a metallic object.
Can you detect what that is, Nephilim?
I approach and kneel in front of this thing. It does seem to be, well, it does seem to be metallic, but I also see some dried blood around it. I could not tell from who, though. Do you smell Blink here? I still kneel looking at Quantum.
No trace of it.
Nothing. It's not him if he was here.
PC feelings.
Just a faint trace of that chemical smell is. This is clearly the source of it. This device, or at least it's very strong on this device.
This is
could be some sort of
fire.
I look at Anvil. Anvil, would you so kindly touch the object?
Well,
you're the durable one amongst us.
You're tired. Don't want to get your hands dirty, hey, Flyboy? I walk up to the edge where the liquid is. I take a look down. I don't want to step in that. Over to the side, there was an I-beam.
There's a little vapor trail coming off of that goo.
You know what?
Looks like it's kind of like drying into the ground.
I can grab it. I can grab the tripod.
Flyboys and fly over this. If you want to, you can drop me on it, but I ain't walking through that mess.
I think I can grab it.
Wait a second. Oh yeah, I raise.
As I'm hovering on the ground. What are you doing?
About the size of a tactical flashlight. It's about 2 feet long.
And I can fly toward it and grab it. I don't think it'll hurt me.
We don't know what it does.
Boy, you guys are. I start walking in towards it. Enough talking, man. Boy, it's like you're all union workers here. I start walking.
That could very well be poisonous, Anvil.
I turn to him, all metal. My face all metal. Ain't no poison gonna touch me now.
Your recklessness can be dangerous for not only you, Anvil.
Yeah, keep talking. I walk over to the device, reach down and pick it up. My metal hand.
I'm frowning. My lack of irises.
It seems like it resembles a flower on a tripod, where in the middle of what would be the petals is this nozzle that pokes up, and it's got some kind of machined thing. It looks like it has some kind of function, like it's some sort of weird spray valve. You've seen a spray valve before. And
looks like some strange plumbing on this thing.
A lot of the tripod is, one of the legs is completely melted off, like it's been smelted off almost, but it's like kind of dripping still too, like off that leg of the tripod.
I hold it up, looking at it. I'm just guessing here, boys, but I think this is the opposite of a fire extinguisher. I walk back over towards Quantum, holding it in my hand. Careful, I think it's still hot.
Reach over and grab it. look at it.
I'm circling the two of them, looking at the object.
Your eyes
It is
see
hot.
more than I can see. I wouldn't touch it. It'd probably hurt you, Nephilim.
I approach it closer.
It's extremely
I
hot.
go into ultraviolet, this spectrum of light, trying to see any smudge, perhaps a digital.
It's not emitting any energy of its own. It conducts heat really well, and it keeps it really well. So you can tell that it's very hot.
It's clean, though
It
it
would
seems
probably
to
burn you,
siphon
but-
heat.
It'd probably burn you, but it's not like a brand. Sorry.
It's clean, no smudges, though it seems to siphon heat. I've never seen anything like that. I don't see any power source. This could be nefarious work at here. Nefarious play at work.
Think Janice had anything to do with this? I mean, Blake was supposed to be here following the lead. He's here in the Steel District.
I
Why would he burn it down, though? What's he got to gain from all this? Any of you guys got anything to eat? I'm starving.
my wings flap with raising debris as I get some altitude. Now using my
couple
heat
of sparks
vision.
kind of flare, or a couple of pieces of ash kind of flare up a little bit, but nothing really.
Using my heat vision, I'm looking around to see if I find any large blob of heat besides the obvious cars and people walking by.
There are many sources of heat still remaining all around you. No distinct shapes.
I circle for about 15 seconds, 30 seconds. Land once again, raising more ashes. I see nothing around here.
I examined that device to see any wires or if it was maybe remotely activated.
It's going to be technology. Ooh.
Nine. I don't know how this thing got started. Maybe Nephilim's good at this stuff, but I don't know.
I don't understand technology from these lands, not so well. But we could outsource. Independence Seed does have their own league of supers, as you call them.
But what's the play? He burned down half the city for what? I walk out of where the wreckage I was tossing haphazardly over my shoulder to get to this device. Maybe we should just turn that in. Maybe the authorities can look into that. That fancy doohickey thing you got. I walk over to where a hot dog stand has been melted away and laying on its side. I walk over there and pry it open. There's looking for some charred wieners in there. Grab it.
By the heavens, Envil.
Delicious
Do not
smell
touch
of
that.
charred hot dogs. Fills
Do you have
the
an
air
idea of
after you open.
how
Get
many?
your own. I start chowing
Do you have
down.
an idea of how many germs are currently on that?
Ain't nothing. I've had worse. I've had better, but I've had worse.
I walk
look at
over to
Quantum.
one of the firefighters. Hey, we have strong suspicions this is probably what started the fire, but we don't know much about technology, none of us. How does this work or exactly what it does, but definitely it's what started the fire. It's extremely hot, though.
Yeah, the firefighter he looks down at you and he says, I've never seen anything like that.
Wiping some
That's-
grease from my mouth. Yeah, we haven't either. It was
Maybe,
sitting over there.
Looks like a tripod, I guess. It's weird.
Yeah, but it's got a nozzle. Look at the end. That looks like something that's designed to spray something out.
Yeah, it looks like a sprinkler, maybe.
Yeah, that's
Like
what
a
I
sprinkler?
thought. Sprinkler. You know, like the kind that you have in your backyard. Except this one sprinkles fire or some such.
Or the kind that
And I burp.
turns off fires, but this one did the opposite.
Better take that to the chief.
Yeah. Get the
I lay
chief
it
in
down.
on this.
I put it
And
down on the
maybe
ground.
look for more of these, right?
He says, we'll keep our eyes open.
I walk over and hold on a second. Hold on a second. Do not take that object away. Approaching, my wings flapping away some of the dirt. Let us have that. And I look at Quantum. I don't think we should have them have it.
I mean,
We should seek some of the other supers in the city.
Well, where are those guys? Why aren't they helping here?
exactly.
They're too busy with their spandex. They ain't working folk.
I look at Anvil, and I have this disgusted look on my face. In my vision, his face is covered in snot. I'm like,
I have great
Great.
faith in our firefighters. These are our first responders. These guys are the real heroes.
Yeah, these are the real workers.
We
We're
have
just here for
powers.
the show.
They're just normal Joes at putting their lives at risk. Not much of a risk for us. They're the real heroes.
Hey, listen, pal. I turned to the fireman. I mean, this was some kind of 5-alarm fire, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So
One
where
of the
did you
biggest
get
fires I've
called
ever
out
seen.
of? Where did the first call come in? You
I
remember?
come from District 7.
District
So,
7.
it's in South Independence.
And that's where the first call came in, yeah? District 7, that was the first pump house, the station that responded? District 7.
No, that would have been 3. And they got kind of caught up in the blaze, actually.
No kidding.
They put out the call, but that firehouse got burned up, if you could believe it.
No kidding. I turned to Quantum. I look over at Nephilim. Sounds like that might be the epicenter. Doesn't that mean the center of things? I mean, it could be the center of things. You know, where it started. Don't look at me like that.
You had it right, Anvil.
I'm
Give
nodding
yourself
still
credit.
with like disgusted face. I'm nodding. Don't like. Yes, Anvil. Well, I stretching my wings. I guess we have our destination then.
Oh, we can head over there and investigate then.
It says,
Raising once again dust
good
and
luck. I don't.
cinders.
They abandoned that site.
Thank you so much, citizen. As my voice is getting farther and farther, I'm taking altitude.
He's always just flying. Just aimlessly.
I hope my truck's okay. I turn back into human or my skin form.
You better
Over
follow him.
Quantum.
Come on.
All right. Up and away and all that stuff.
I crouch, take off quickly, flying toward Nephilim.
Like, grab him.
A smell of that chemical it's kind of strong in that first boost. Gets weaker as you get higher.
I slow down to catch up so we can fly together, yelling over the gushing wind. Do you think you can smell it again if we find it?
I mean, we're up high here. I can't. We'd have to go down lower, but yeah, I should be able to. I know the smell now.
What? With the rushing wind, I can't hear. What did you say up there?
I think there's more food down there.
No, I'm full. Those Polish sausages are good.
The smoldering remains of the city beneath you as you approach, or as District 3 gets closer. The firehouse.
I reckon we can land here.
Hey, look for Blink. If he's still alive. That kid will probably be around here.
I look at Quantum when Anvil says alive. I have a worried look on my face.
I begin to descend down, begin slowing down. Land
outside of the building of District 3 stand two conspicuously dressed individuals. One in yellow and purple tights with a big atomic emblem on her chest, and the other in white and blue lightning streaks. Some fins coming up off the head, floating about a foot over the ground.
I give still in the air, giving trying to circle them, giving a wide berth. I'm looking with my heat vision, scouting for any other people around.
They look at the two of you, or the three of you, their eyes following you as you approach. The woman puts her hand up. The woman in yellow and purple.
Hello.
Hi there.
Hello. I'm Quantum. It's my buddy Anvil and Nephilim.
Hey, lady.
Never heard of you guys.
Aurora Atlantica. I'm sure you heard of that. It's our group name.
I think I just heard about them in the news, the news feed. My name's Nuclear Gene. This is my friend Sky Knight.
And Sky Knight. Nuclear Gene. Sorry, what was that
You
again?
just call him
Nuclear Gene and Sky.
Sky
Gotcha.
Knight.
Sky
Knight
yeah.
Anvil.
You're
Whatever.
Anvil. Okay.
I'm still circling with my heat vision.
So are you part of the help crew like we are? Or what?
We're just trying to see if we can help, see what happened. We heard that one of the fire stations burned up and thought that was unusual.
Same thoughts we had. That's why we're here.
But here it is.
We did find a small device I left back with the firemen, not too far from here. It was on a tripod with a little spray, and it smelled kind of similar to these ammonia and ozone kind of smell to it.
Sky Knight floats towards you, clearly propelled by some kind of technological repulsor jets on his boots, and his arms have these kind of some kind of device on them. It's some kind of gauntlet he's wearing. And he says, "May I see it?"
Kind of left it back
device.
we left it with the firefighters, actually. What did you?
No.
Oh,
Angel Boy took it.
Oh, did you, Nephilim? He did, didn't he?
may I see it? Nephilim puts his hand out.
I descend. I'm seizing them from just top of their head. I produce the metallic sprinkler. Here it is. I hope you can make more of it than we did.
He takes it and inspects it. Oh my. Smells it. Still kind of warm.
Should've
Yes,
seen
it
when
conducts
when I
heat.
picked it up.
He looks at the tripod with the melted leg. He says, "Oh. I assume that you've already figured out this is probably what caused the fire to expand so quickly."
Yeah, we came to the same conclusion. What we didn't know is if it was remotely activated or if it's on a timer or anything like that.
Have you seen this before?
No, I haven't. But this technology, it's not from this world. This material here, it's metal, but it evaporates with intense heat.
Well, like a
I'm surprised.
Like
it's,
alcohol.
I'm surprised it survived the flame.
there was a bunch of liquid around it, and I walked through it. It was really hot, and it was evaporating.
Yes, it melts and then evaporates.
But
It's probably in the
if
process.
it's a
of
sprinkler,
melting.
like what is it hooked up to? I mean, where is it bringing this liquid in?
He says,
There's no tank on it.
He starts playing with it, and he hits like a couple of buttons. It goes coming apart into two parts. He says, this little aerosol canister is where they put that whatever fuel they used. I'll have to take it back to my computers to analyze. But
Do you have any history with incendiary supervillains in the city? I presume you're from here.
yes, we are members of the group Independence Protectors.
I look around at the burned out city. Protectors.
Anvil, I interject.
Sorry.
Nuclear Gene says, the fire happened so quickly. We didn't really have a chance to do anything.
Yeah, sadly, there have been losses.
Well, do you mind if we take this device to go test it?
Not. Yeah, we have to figure out what it is, and if you can do it, certainly, I think you should.
I'm fairly sure that the source of this is from alien race that has recently taken interest.
Aliens, Independent City?
No, they're undocumented.
He looks at the two. He says, anyways, their name is the Ithics. At least that's what we call them.
Is that what they call themselves, or is that just what we call them?
That's what we call them. I don't know why the name got applied to them. Maybe they told someone that.
You guys seen a young guy? You want to describe It goes by Blink, but kind of. When I died earlier today, he was with me. He's like us, you know. He's got powers. He's just a young guy. Have you seen him around?
Can't say
Blink.
I have.
I mean, you got a picture of him or something, Quantum? He's a young guy, impressionable type.
I raise my hand and this holographic like prismatic image starts forming its face of Blink. He looks like this. In front of my hand is his face, just like a hologram.
Gene and Sky Knight are very impressed as they look at the image. Say, oh, wow. Well, I definitely haven't seen this person.
Close my hand. Some sparkles.
We'll keep our eyes open for him.
He's a buddy of ours. He's missing. He was following a lead here in the Steel District. That's actually why we were headed in this direction when the fire broke out.
Where can these aliens be found?
So he was headed here, you say?
Have you heard of it's a guy, it's a villain, someone we've been following? His name is Janus. Maybe he's working with these ethics.
I haven't heard of any Janus, no. Independence City has a lot of issues with these wannabe villains, always trying to make a name for themselves. Probably someone who thought he would get some credit. Probably started this fire, teamed up with the ethics, or bought some tech from them, I imagine.
Do they have a residence, or are they mixed in between with the regular folk?
Well, they typically they typically deal with people through electronic means, and they will sort of invade your computer systems to talk about things with you.
Nerds.
The only picture of an Ithic I've ever seen, it's similar to a bug, a large mantis.
Great. Bug nerds.
I see. I suppose it's not hard to find one then.
I would say if you go looking, they'll know you're looking for them. But like I said, I've only ever seen one in a picture.
Do you happen to know anything of their biology?
No, I don't.
Hmm.
I heard that I heard they can be invisible.
Invisible
Nice
bug
mark.
nerds. Well, you got any other good news for us, Sky? You're just full of good news.
We're actually
their technology is far beyond our comprehension.
Oh, great. Smart.
We're actually new to this city. Is that Game 7 on tonight? I kept hearing about it on the news, but on TV, seeing commercials. But is it today? The asteroids and
it's Game 7. It's Game 7.
Is that today?
The game's tomorrow.
I always lose some time when I die. It's tomorrow?
So you just died?
Yeah, I just died. But I came back. It doesn't stick. I'm kind of non-stick. I transform one of my arms to metal. See?
Incredible.
I change to heat vision. Just do a quick 360. Make sure there's nobody else around. Looking for any heat signals, any human shapes or humanoid shapes. looking around.
There is. Let's do this. Catch the glimpse. There's an infrared heat signature of some kind of claw and bug head poking around the side of a building. Recoils.
Debris instantly start being pushed away from me, and a big swoosh. I take on wing. Found something.
He's always flying places.
About 75 feet to the east.
Starts circling high above.
Behind a crumbling husk of a building.
Let's go, Anvil.
Go where?
Wherever he flew to. You know he's always flying off somewhere.
Oh, man. I transform into my metal. All the rest of my body transforms all metal. The heavy footfalls, I run after, falling way behind Nephilim.
Gene looks over at Sky Knight and nods at him. Sky Knight rockets up into the air, straight up. Gene is just kind of jogging towards you guys.
I start going on a fast dive towards the building, trying to approach as fast as I can. Force shield activated.
There is no sign of that form. There's a lot of crumbling debris around. There's many burned out shops, some open storm drains, a manhole cover missing.
Land quickly, force field repelling. Once again, small debris. I go into ultraviolet and I try to look for digitals, and I mutter to myself, do they have digitals? Or any sort of bio fluid?
No other things around.
I approach the manhole. Once again, heat vision, trying to see if there's any heat below the sewer system.
As I'm approaching Nephilim, I dive down directly toward him, flying at top speed.
I point with one hand to the manhole. Not speaking.
I sprint to catch up, the ground shaking under my prodigious weight, so shuddering the asphalt, leaving slight indentations in the hot asphalt from the fire.
I walk back a bit to be out of range of my force field. I look at you, Anvil, and I nod, still pointing down the manhole.
What'd you see, Quantum? You're always flying off. I'm sorry, Nephilim. What'd you see?
I saw heat.
There. You see some down there.
I mean, there's heat everywhere. What'd you see?
A humanoid heat. A hand, a claw of some sort.
The bug nerd thing. I look behind Gene, what can you do?
Says, not much here. I can see things. Here, I can help like this, and she lights up the area underneath the sewer area.
You're a light bulb, Gene. A light bulb. Anvil. I walk over to the manhole cover.
Hold on. I take a whiff.
Check.
There's definitely some sort of heat down there.
Difficulty 10. Fine. Catch a scent of pheromones, like from an insect.
I think an insect.
Heading down the sewers.
Definitely went down here.
The pheromone scent heads left.
Great. To the left. Let's go down there and go left.
Anvil's. I'm too big to fit in the manhole cover, so I transform back into skin form so I can squeeze in. As soon as I'm free, I transform again into my metal form and then fall.
You need to go on a diet. Nuclear Gene's watching you.
It's all muscle. As I fall to the ground, big splash as I hit the bottom.
Some of the splash, the water sewer, like going over me, making curves. I cannot go down there. Now scout ahead, up here.
I gently fly down feet first.
Standing mid-thigh and in water, covered in soot and ash. Fill up most of the space. I have to duck down a little bit. Big.
Nuclear Gene, in the palm of her hand, emanates a green luminescent cloud and releases it, and it begins to float down being a light source floating down in front of you two.
Hey, Gene, is that going to make us, lose all our hair and our teeth? What kind of nuclear green glowing cloud is that?
Anvil, we're wasting time. Just walk forward and go to the left. We're safe.
I may want to have a little Anvil at some point, and I don't know what Nuclear Gene here just giving us a bunch of X-rays right to the, I start moving down towards the where the glowing light is going.
Probably nothing worse than dying over and over.
Well, that's true. I guess I could just always come back. I slosh, the water sloshing around. So I power through the sewer storm drains, following this light. I don't see nothing down here. You sure Flyboy got that right?
I smell it. It's here.
There's a lot of garbage down here. Trickle of water. There's a lot of the water gets up to your knees pretty quickly from the drainage from the firefighting. And it's obviously the most disgusting water. As you guys are walking through the sewer.
Plowing through. I'm getting hungry again. So I start wading through this dirty runoff water. You sure your nose can pick up anything in this?
It can. I mean, there's a lot of scents here, but I can definitely pick up some type of insect.
One of them
large
insects.
Give me a focus mental check, Quantum.
3. 7.
All right. Go ahead and lose a sanity. As the
spirit focus is 10. Sorry.
okay. Then yeah, sanity 1. As many scents are being enhanced.
It does smell pretty bad here.
The sewer tunnel leads on for another 100 feet. Small chirping echoes through this tunnel. Nephilim?
On the surface, I'm following this weird blob of heat that is coming from below me. And I ask, Skynet, was it? See my head focusing down ground as I'm walking over some debris. Tech boy, I'm sorry. What was your hero name?
Sky Knight flies down, hovering about 10 feet up in the air. And he says, Sky Knight.
Sky Knight. Sorry, I do not mean to be patronizing. I keep... I'm following them. There's some heat. I suppose your friend over there is making some form of heat. But they seem to be walking aimlessly.
I don't know. I'm here to provide air support. What did you see? Why did you leave so quickly?
They're making turns.
Crackling energy goes up his arm.
I saw something, a invisible heat signal, and then I'm definitely sure it went into the sewer system. Something was spying on us. I imagine it would be one of the aliens you mentioned. Still walking, head focused on this something on the ground. In the ground.
An Ithic here, and he says, "I feel pretty helpless up here. I'm not gonna lie. Let me try something." He Gene, are you okay in there? In the sewer. Yeah, we're tracking something.
It's a bug. Tell her it's one of those probably
some
those
bugs. This guy says, "This Nephilim guy is saying it's an Ithic."
I approach his hand. I saw a claw, and I'm pretty sure I don't believe in coincidences. Where I come from, there are no coincidences. Everything's planned.
Down below, the green fluffy orb continues to float down, following the scent trail.
I keep following, closing quick
thing
behind
moves
it.
Quickly.
Splashing
a little stronger
water.
though. Definitely closing in on it. The scent's getting
Looks like this sewer line ends here up ahead. Wait, there's a chirping sound. Did you hear that?
I heard it.
There it is again. Anvil takes over. I start running in the water, splashing as I close the distance towards the sound as best I can determine.
You hear, coming from behind you, "Leave this place." Gene goes, "What the?" Sound coming from Gene.
Stop. Turn around. It's too dark. I can't see anything.
Right. Was that coming from your comms or?
Yeah, it must have been. Hello?
Turn the light on. I can't see anything back there.
She flashes her arms out. A giant glow emanates from her. And floods the area with light. Sickly green.
Above ground, I say to Sky Knight, something is becoming hotter down there. Speak with them.
Hello? That's weird. It's not working.
Who are you? Why were you staring at us?
Just curious.
Did you start the fire?
No.
You know who did?
Our device. Many devices.
You're the nerds that sold the device to the person that created the fire. Is that right? We got that right? So you're the
Not
arms
nerds.
dealer. Right,
Yes.
sorry, bugs. You're the bugs, the alien bugs.
We do. We are the alien. We are the ethics that you spoke of earlier.
You sold this device to someone?
I start waiting.
If you let me go, I'll tell you.
How about you tell us, and then we decide whether or not we let you go.
You hear behind you again, Anvil.
I spin quickly.
The sound again of almost like one of those old camera flashes charging up. High-pitched whine.
So he's doing something.
I grab the baton that's affixed to my thigh.
My terms.
I ain't interested in negotiating with no insect.
Good, and a quick fluttering. It loudly echoes through this tunnel as a form drops from the ceiling and starts scurrying really quickly across the top of the ceiling. Level, you see, or there's a bug man slowly materializes with the green energy pistol drawn. He's unloading it onto you, Anvil.
Bug.
Fail.
My metallic skin just reflects the blast away as I leap at him. Both hands out. My turn, bug. 15.
Yes.
I grab onto his spindly arms, my metal hands cracking into the chitinous thing. Now, drop your ray gun or I rip your arms off.
Two other smaller hands reach up and grab your neck. Goes, you let me go. And it tries to, its mandibles begin to go. Trying to get you.
You'll find me hard to digest, bug. My prodigious traps are so large. Little hands can't barely make it.
Quantum.
I hover off from the water, a few inches above the water, and fly directly toward this bug with my baton. Begin filling it with electrical energy and hit it.
Okay.
Ten.
It does nothing to him. He's just like
Nothing.
he says, He says, "What do you want to know?" As you grip its throat. It stops pretending like its little hands can do anything.
You're going to answer all our questions, and then we'll decide whether or not you leave in one piece.
Who'd you sell that device to? Or give it to?
Human.
More precise, I say as I peel back his arms.
What was a human's name?
Anders.
What did he pay you?
He gave us. He seems reluctant.
I yank one of his arms sharply down. You're going to answer now, bug.
Breaks off.
I toss it into the water.
Nephilim.
Above ground. Did you hear that? Sounded like a shot. Look all the way back to the manhole.
Something must be happening under there. My communications don't work at all.
Wait a second. I kneel down, I dropped to my knees, touched the ground, and almost as if I was draining out the colors, is a blank spot where, as if the ground was turning into glass. I start to reveal the underneath complex, above light peering in through the sewage system.
Having dropped his arm, I put my free hand now underneath this creature's neck, and I take my other hand and I put it in a wedge, and I just sit him right where I think his breastbone is. And I just stay there.
For a man. We traded it for a man.
For your man?
For a man, he said. Which man?
Invisible man.
Blink.
That's our friend. We've been looking for him.
I put a quarter inch into his chest with my left hand.
Flares. Does some squirming.
Talk fast, or this will go real slow.
I tell you everything. The man, we took him.
Where is he?
At the hive.
Where's this hive? My buddy here will kill you. I don't want him to do that.
The tunnel is now as if the ceiling of sunlight peering in through this glass ceiling now.
Sky Knight watches in amazement. He's like, wow.
We cannot hear them. He's just invisible. They seem to have it under control, though. The underground is now fully illuminated.
Quickly, Jean looks up and looks through
I'm
the
kneeling
new glass
in the air.
Talk, bug.
I'll never give up the hive.
Then why would I leave you
It's
alive?
in an entirely other dimension. You have no hope to get there.
How'd you get here? You take the bus? I don't know, Quantum. I say we grease this bug.
I look up at Sky Knight. Maybe he
I
has
only
some
now know
technology
this
on him.
guy.
Sky Knight.
Audience. Great.
Maybe Sky Knight can see if this guy has any technology on him that allows him to go to the hive.
Right. We would just take the tech, right? You can just, check his home on his GPS. And that should tell us where he needs to go, right?
Gene says, it's possible.
You hear
Sky
that,
Knight's really
Bug?
good.
We
Sky Knight's,
don't need you anymore.
Sky Knight's been figuring out this ethics stuff for a while.
Are there any parts of him that he wants me to save?
Let me go. That was the deal.
No. The deal was you're going to answer every question we have, and then we decide whether or not we let you go. And since you're not playing real nice right now, I put a little bit of pressure on that left hand into his chest. I start to spread my fingers.
He dies in your hands. More fragile than you. More fragile than he looks.
I let him drop. They got our friend. That's what we had to find out.
White ooze just kind of pouring out of him.
I look at the white ooze in my hand.
I am
Kind of starts floating
standing
down
upright now, and my head is shaking to one side to the other. I start making my way back to the manhole. Slowly, the glass like ceiling, turning back into its normal density and color.
I grab the ankle.
Nice
of
job,
the
big
alien.
fella.
Yeah, don't mention it. Gene, light bulb. I grab the leg of this alien as he's floating. And I just drag him behind me back towards the manhole.
He might have this device on him. Who knows? Maybe he has something that takes him back to his own planet.
Yeah, you want to grab his arm? I dropped it back there. He had a fancy gun.
I reach my hand in the sewer water, covering my nose, reaching for the arm, grab it, start walking back.
The fresh air of the site of the massive fire is a welcome change. Jean says, it's good to be out of there. She climbs out.
I drag the alien up, kind of casually let him bang against the ladder and the edge of the manhole, and then I dump him on the asphalt for everyone to see him.
Why did you kill the creature, Anvil? I have a stern look.
He was
on my
fragile.
Face.
Sky Knight.
I don't
flies
approve
down
of it
and
either,
lands
but
near the creature.
it wasn't intentional, Nephilim.
No.
I saw it from up there. You had a gleeful look in your face, Anvil.
You couldn't see my face. You were looking straight down.
I can read you like a book, Anvil.
I ain't no book. I'm a solid hunk of metal.
Sky Knight has a few probes that have come out of his gauntlets and are attaching to a couple of pieces, a couple of accessories that are worn by this insect. He says, I wouldn't waste too much time feeling sorry about killing this piece of garbage. No idea what these things are capable of.
See?
I'm not sorry for the creature, Anvil. Just worried with you.
You don't gotta worry about me.
By the way, you have some. I do this motion.
Oh. Yeah. He was a bit of a sprayer when I ripped his arm off.
Sky Knight
At least I know their blood doesn't look like ours.
Sky Knight detaches a collar. It's more of a long medallion that ends in a point on his chest, on the chest of the Ithix. And takes it. He says, This looks like it has some sort of internal power source. I have to do some tests on this later. And he feels around.
Later.
One of the smaller hands. He's like, well, I don't have my lab available to me.
Hey, look, these things took our buddy. We need to know where they are. We got to get him back. He was the payment for those devices that burned down all these buildings. I mean, try to keep up here. If an iron worker like me can figure that out, I expect you eggheads to be way ahead.
Wait, they took Blink?
Yeah. Yeah, catch up, Nephilim.
Said they traded that device for Blink.
He
back
was the
at the
payment.
hive.
How
He
could
was
they
the payment.
capture Blink?
Well, they killed me and they grabbed Blink. I mean, it was the right choice, let's be honest. But why would they want the kid?
Where did they take him? Did they say anything?
To the hive. He said it's interdimensional
Wonderful.
travel to get there. I mean, that's
Somber
They
what he
came
look
told us.
here,
on,
we can go
Sky
there.
Knight's
It's got to
face.
be that simple.
Do you think you can reverse engineer whatever they do, Sky Knight?
With time, I don't know. I
Time.
need to bring this to my lab.
We don't got time for that. Come on. Where did he come from? He's got a zip code on there
You just
somewhere.
want me to pull
Forwarding
a
address.
portal to an alien world out of my ass, Anvil?
Well, they'd have to have one. How did they
Right.
get here?
You don't
Probably because they have one.
So can't you like do some kind of detecting
I
something?
think he can, but we have to go back to his lab.
Oh man.
I mean, let's just go. It's just the sooner we do this, the better.
He says, we should probably bring this whole body. He might have something inside of him that triggers it. I don't know. How would I know?
Casually lean down and grab him and just hold him like a sack of just a limp sack of flour.
And he says, all right, well, follow me. I'll take you back to her. Nuclear Gene, Nuclear Gene steps up and says, come on, stay close. And Sky Knight steps in close to Nuclear Gene. She looks at Nephilim and she says, come down here.
I approach, trying to not touch anybody,
And
tucking in my wings.
she says, all right. Sorry that this kind of sucks. And she the world starts getting really bright. And then in the blink of an eye, the brightness dims down and you're inside another building entirely. The group of you.
Well, that's
There's,
way better than flying. We
I
should do that.
instantly.
It's like a high technology lab. A lot of silver and chrome. Clearly,
Where do you want
Sky
the
Knight's
bug?
aesthetic is applied everywhere. Lots of white and blue on stuff.
My
He says,
wings
Put it
relax.
over on the put it over on the lab table.
Metal table over there. All right,
Yeah.
you got it. Go deposit the bug on the table.
I walk
I look
behind
at-
Anvo and place the arm on the table as well. That's the rest of them there.
All right.
You got
Yeah.
a fridge around here? I'm starving.
Anvil.
Gene laughs. She says, I thought you were on a diet.
Does it look like I diet? And I like spread my arms. And
It's kind of a big hangar. Sky Knight points over towards the corner that has the stuff that doesn't look like a hangar, so it's like the living area corner. Television and a kitchen. It's not really walled off. It's just a corner.
You shower.
My wings claps. You wash your hands before you eat anything, Anvil.
What? I turn back to human form. I'm absolutely filthy. Just disgusting. You may have got
Sky Knight says, yeah, why don't you guys go hose yourselves off?
Yeah, that's
looks at Jean too, and she's like,
"Hey, listen, you got any like bathrobes or something? I got to get rid of these clothes. They smell like the sewer."
He's like,
I'm trying to hide my face, you know.
It's the three of us. This bug.
Anvil's not terribly body conscious. He just starts taking off the smelly clothes and throwing them in the garbage. All right, I'm gonna go shower off.
Sorry. I look at Nuclear Jim. I'm sorry for him. He's like that.
Ain't nothing that she ain't seen before.
Yeah. I'll show you where the clothes are.
I hope it's
and
not.
She gestures to Quantum to follow towards the corner with the living amenities.
Hey, you have multiple showers here, or just one at a time?
She says, I think he wants us to use the hose first.
Oh.
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever.
And Sky Knight looks at Nephilim and says, going to an alien home world is it's not like going to get groceries. I don't know how many
I
of them
imagine
there are,
it'll
but
be
it's an entirely other dimension.
I imagine it'll be challenging, but I look around. But this place is impeccable. I approach like a countertop, inspecting closely. Not a single trace of. How do you keep this place so clean?
It's automated.
I smirk. Are you hiring? I look at him.
Well, you guys, you certainly shown yourself capable. I'm sure you'd be excellent addition to the Independence Protectors.
We can talk after we save our friend and your city.
We will. And we'll go ahead and end the session there. It's 2 hours. Why have cliffhangers every time,
Because yes.
What'd you think, Crispy?
I liked it. It was fun. I enjoyed playing this character.
You did a great job. You guys,
it's like a steel worker that's just like no nonsense. I like it.
I was wondering, did we do anything? Was it good?
Yeah.
I only got a chance to roll like once or twice. But
I broke my difficulty window.
Well, I noticed when it broke.
So I was like,
it was so good. It was so good, but it was working.
I forgot to add my strike bonus on that roll. Afterwards, I realized it like 2 minutes later.
Did you miss? Oh, you did miss. I was gonna make that. I was gonna make that electricity go right through Anvil.
Yeah, I was expecting it, and I'm like, but would it even like electricity?
I didn't think it would hurt you.
I think energy is full damage against you. No?
It might be. I'd have to look.
I didn't think it would.
Even if it would, I'd be like, I don't care. I'm just gonna grin. Yeah. I'll just take it.
Sure.
The worst that can happen, I could die, and then
come back.
Exactly.
Well, I think you guys are.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I had some like a little bit of problem getting in the skin of my character for some reason.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure why. I have to watch and analyze myself later on, but
I feel like I was really like shitting the bed when it came to second person and stuff.
No, but
it's kind of tough because everyone has like specific senses.
Yeah, that's what. And I was like, how much can I take for like? Can I just say I see a heat signature over there? Like, can I do that or can I not? So I was like mindful of that all the time.
Yeah, you did.
I feel like things are going slow. So
you did some of the most 4Ding I've had.
Yeah,
like you were generating. It's like we're gonna find we're gonna find Blake under this pile of rocks, guys. I'm like, oh shit. Definitely was just
I mean, I
4D
said that
the
I saw
guys.
something, that some heat
Yeah.
signal. So just throwing a bone at you. See what
Yeah, I was trying to keep it generic, saying
That was
the
kind of
set's
a
getting
cool way to
closer.
throw a bone, where you're just like, how would you like the solution here, Phil? Like, I'll hold off for now. So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I hope
So
my character
smart.
didn't come off too antagonistic towards Anvil.
Oh, that was
No.
cool.
I
No,
really
I don't
liked
think
how
so.
he
I
started
liked
turning
the
into a mothering figure. I really liked it.
Yeah, I thought it was good. No, it was good, and it was a good. It was good that you were playing him
Good
that way
foil.
because it's a nice offset to.
Yeah, I agree.
It was good.
I also liked how Quantum was about truth, justice, and the American way.
I did too.
Yeah.
I was like, there was a scene where Quantum is like
Essential
talking to the
hero.
kids. He's like, "Stay in school,
Stay
don't
in
do
school, you
drugs."
guys.
Remember, and then I'm the whole time he's saying that, I'm like, I should get a pack of smokes.
No, I
Yeah.
wouldn't have let you smoke.
Pretty much.
We're role models. I like. So I
Uh,
usually don't play characters like that. I usually play characters like Batman or the
Yeah, yeah.
Punisher,
Right.
Peacemaker.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
It's
this time I'm
refreshing.
gonna
A good guy.
play a
Yeah.
Supermanish kind of Boy
Sure.
Scout
Oh,
and
totally,
we're role models.
totally. Yeah, totally. I thought that was great. It's like, yeah, stay in school, be good.
What did
And
you
I'm
guys
like-
think of the time skips? Were they appropriate?
I thought it was okay. I thought they
Yeah, I
were
think
okay.
so.
yeah.
I was
Yeah,
gonna be
just to
like,
keep it moving. Otherwise, it's like even when we were rescuing the people,
Yeah.
I was like, are we gonna keep going back and
I-
forth?
that's
with
what I was
interacting
like,
with either person
okay, now
or
400
Yeah.
more people to go, guys. But I was like,
Yeah.
let's not do 400 more people.
because I was thinking, I was like, oh, should we say, oh, we saved everyone now? Now let's see if we can find Blink. I was like,
Yeah.
is that pushing it too far? If he has something in mind, I don't know.
No, I was like, I don't know what to do. Let's do chat real quick. All right. Hey, Zonalara, you talked some good stuff.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of.
Why is everybody fat in the thumbnail? Because I thought it would be funny. I didn't expect them to have a layer. Yeah.
I liked the layer.
Yeah, the beginning.
I liked it a lot.
So
With
I wanted the
Rebecca.
beginning to be where and it was a mess up that I did because I meant to describe like a massive explosion and how you died,
Mhm.
like with the explosion, and describing like this dude, Blink, being there, and then you die, so you don't actually know what happened to him. But I
Right.
totally didn't do any of that stuff. I just brought Cypress Hill in.
Yeah, I noticed the Cypress Hill. I'm like, what?
Yeah. So that was a mess up on my part. And then I figured, but then I was kind of like moving your ghost around, and that felt shady. Like I was moving your character. I was hoping you were gonna go back to your layer, but I
That's
didn't
what I was
know if
thinking.
that's what you were doing or not.
Yeah, well, that's what I would have done anyway. So that's fine.
Okay. But you like went back to some shithole, and I was like, I guess you guys' layer is a shithole.
Yeah, well, that's fine. We're a
Was
new
it-
team.
Yeah, we're new. We're
But is
new
that what
team,
you
yeah.
were intending for your layer to be a shithole, or did I just make
No,
it
no,
the
no. I
layer?
was going to just play with whatever it was. Like I was expecting it
I-
to be either my
thought it-
place or
I thought it was
Yeah.
appropriate considering we're new to the city, and that was kind of like
That's the whole reason I
Zero.
created Rebecca, was to name it your layer. That's the whole reason I made that character up. I was like, hey, welcome back, you, to the layer.
I was a little thrown off by Rebecca. I was like,
Yeah.
so is Rebecca like this kind of a girlfriend / one night stand?
She's kinda like a
thing?
PA.
Or, but it because she's like, she's in my room. And then I was like,
Yeah.
well, maybe, but then it was no, she's the group's assistant. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah, she's a superhero groupie that
She's a
volunteers to.
superhero groupie. Yeah.
I haven't decided if she has powers yet, but she might.
Oh, 100% she has powers. Like that's
She's probably has like super mental endurance, or, like it's like minor powers. She's got some minors.
Yeah, well, she can
Um,
endure Anvil's disgusting habits. So
Oh yeah.
that's
just
fortitude right there.
there's a reason I'm a bachelor.
There you go. All right, so Sonalar skipped the first 10 minutes, not the couch. Okay, but I'm just gonna burn through these.
Oh, yeah,
Find
'cause I was
some
gonna
Gotham
break the
Noir music.
couch.
Good.
Yeah.
Finally, a game stream. Frankly, welcome forums. Yes,
Always
don't waste
cigarettes.
cigarettes. Here advice. Bill plays the best prick. I kept making like each one of the guys like a ridiculous. I was like the kids. I don't know. Kids. Like, don't wanna
Oh, I
pay
have
for
to
an
ask you one thing, Phil. Like, when like my guy entered the building, I was like,
The beauty.
I felt that
Oh,
you
the
were
building.
like expecting me to like go ahead and describe finding the person. So I just went ahead. I don't know if that was it. Because I was
Yeah,
kept
that was
like
an
calling
interesting
to.
part. That was an interesting part where I was just like telling you that you were hearing the person.
Yeah.
And that was kind of one of those parts where didn't know if I should say where you heard them because it felt too
I
second
see.
person. It was like kind of holding me back a little
Yeah.
bit.
But then I felt that like you were like you kind of gave me the green card to go ahead and do whatever. So I just they're there. You know.
Yeah. And the apartment number, did you get that wrong on purpose?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking, wait, I thought it was. I was like, I wrote down 15C. Did I write down the wrong thing? Like,
No.
When I thought, I was like, should I just say Crispy got it right? Or should
No.
I screw him a little bit?
No.
But you did it on
categories
purpose.
wrong.
You got it wrong
Yeah.
on purpose.
I
Good.
did.
I'm glad that I trusted you.
There was something about an explosion that I didn't quite catch. Like there was some crosstalk, and it was in the hallway, and I'm like, oh crap, I didn't quite hear what he said.
Oh, I exploded the television.
Oh, that's what it
okay.
was that exploded. Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh, when you
The
got
television
it
was like white static, and I'm like, it's probably not on, so I'm gonna blow it up now.
Okay, that's what it was.
Okay.
I didn't actually hear that, so I missed that particular thing.
I do good fatties as well.
Wow.
I'm great at fatties.
That's your talent.
Yeah.
Of course, that's exactly
That
what
was
he's
cool.
doing.
I liked that
This
a
is
lot.
exactly what he's
That's
doing.
I
I
also
liked how
he
he never corrected her on whether he was an agent of God.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I like how he when you describe the wings, like all the debris moving
Yeah.
away, and
Mhm.
that was
Yeah,
cool.
Speaking of which, I know this is like way at the end. I don't know why you made the floor transparent, or why you think you can. But I think it's awesome.
Because
It's
I
like
can
a cool
bend
combination of your
light.
two powers. Yeah, it's like bend
Yeah.
light, and you have this like cool negative matter power. So
Yeah.
I felt like it was like a cool marriage of those two powers where you can.
Yeah,
make
that was cool. I
surfaces
like that too.
transparent.
yeah, I
I
I
wasn't
mean, like,
sure.
Awesome.
still couldn't hear them, but like saw stuff happening. You know, like why is Anvil like brutalizing this alien?
It's a bug. It doesn't.
That, or it's a little bit you were metagaming because you weren't involved in the action. I don't know which one I thought it was, but I liked it either way. Branding is important. I agree.
Yeah.
I intentionally
I don't know
got
what
it wrong once.
Good.
Oh, the Atlantic
team
Avengers.
Yeah.
I check for traps. Check for clues.
Yeah. I did a lot of that. I check for heat signals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I was overdoing it with the smelling and let me smell and smell and smell.
Yeah, but that's
No,
kind
it's
of the
My power, right?
You're tracking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to imagine like everybody's dirty all the time in my eyes, you know. So like, I'm avoiding touch the walls. I'm avoiding touch things.
Yeah, I wish I wouldn't have sent you into the sewer. It's kind of a trope. Isn't it?
No, I
No
I
one
think it
knows
was
what a sewer
perfect.
looks like. I have no
And
idea.
I
what a
can't-
sewer looks
And I kind of wanted like really them to need me. I'm like, I'm still not going down it because like it's a tight space. Like I cannot
Yeah.
move, and it's
not a bug,
disgusting.
It's a feature, yeah.
I kind of imagine I thought it was, I guess because I was still a superhero comic book thinking New York, even though we're not there. I just figured it was kind of like a big, kind of like Ninja Turtles. Where it's
Yeah,
like
that's
a
what I
big
was thinking.
circular
Big
kind of
circular
thing.
thing.
Yeah,
and
but like it's still small enough for my guy, you know, because
well, your
he f-
wings could be.
yeah.
I mean, I figured if you retract them in, like, but I imagined it bigger.
Yeah.
It seemed like you imagined
Mhm.
it smaller, right?
Yeah, but I feel like he doesn't feel comfortable in tight spaces. So that's why he was so happy when they saw their lab. Like, oh, they actually have space here. You know?
Yeah, it's like a cool hangar. Good. Talk of Anvil's nudity. It was a very
Yeah.
important
You're welcome.
aspect of the game. Yeah, but Crispy interacting with chat.
Yeah, just at the end.
Oh, that was at the end. Okay.
Yeah, this is when we had stopped. I didn't do it while we were.
Sorry, Max. I busted it. And then I was like,
Yeah.
got lost and trying to fix it. Okay, sorry. You have to tear off your skin first. You do.
I do.
You don't have to.
I'll be more in
Skin's
character
good.
next time.
I
The only
thought
thing
we
that
were
if-
deciding that you had never died before, or that you had died one time.
Yeah, I was like,
And you're like, I die every day.
No,
Yeah,
I wasn't.
okay.
Yeah, I was trying to be more
Because, like-
cavalier about
You
it.
call
like,
me Die Guy.
because if that was the first time, I would have made Nephilim like freak out because I think you mentioned like your body comes back in a pristine condition, right?
Yep.
So you'd freak out because like, where is your skin deformities that I see all the time? Why you look so clean? Like you're a doppelganger or something?
Yeah.
Like you're like getting a. But that didn't come to that. So
Yeah, me and Max did a game Saturday. He was in Independence City, and
Oh,
he has a
yeah.
cursed gun
Was
that
it
can kill anyone he wants.
toward like same thing like this mashed up game system, or was it played
Nah.
like Heroes Unlimited?
We played. It was still
That's a cool
TPS.
character.
Still TPS.
Yeah, I fell asleep watching your guys' game, and so I don't remember much. It was
Yeah,
kind of
basically.
lazy.
Yeah, the handcuffs was weird.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
April, May.
she is just as hot as April O'Neil, just for the record. Smoke show. All right, I looked at Alien. How many gold pieces do I get? All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. I kind of was thinking it might be potentially a 3-session game. I don't know. I
Let's
wasn't
do it.
trying to rush it.
I want
Yeah.
to play more. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I figured I'd go slow. I wasn't trying to squeeze it all in. I was trying to do a bit of a 3-act thing. So this is kind of the introduction of the problem / characters. So we got 2 NPCs. They're potentially going to another dimension to rescue their friends. I don't know. Is Janice
Alien
even
planet
in this game anymore?
Alien
Maybe.
planet
Yeah.
with thousands of epics.
Yeah.
Bug man.
So what is the other dimension even like? I'm glad we're going into other dimensions.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a crossover with the with y'all's game, Nicholas. What was your dimensional?
Yeah, the DIA.
The
Exactly.
DIA.
I
We
instantly imagine
just went
Half-Life.
parallel universes, guys.
Yeah.
We just went Spider-Verse in the 4D world.
When you said it's a different dimension, like instantly in my head came Half-Life. Like the first thing. Like yeah,
There you go. We
Because
did. We jumped the shark.
down.
There's no putting it back
Yeah.
in the bottle.
I mean, it's
All
a
right.
superhero thing. So,
Yeah. Who cares?
yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us, y'all, and hope y'all have an excellent day. Subscribe to Nicholas and Crispy's channel, for crying out loud. I guess I've turned off the
There we go.
names.
There
There
you
we
can
go.
find us there.
There you go.
I
Yeah.
don't have a YouTube. No YouTube for Eli.
No YouTube for Quantum Eli.
No, I think I
It's
have
just-
one
he
video.
just-
of
It's
it from,
VIP,
like 5 years
yeah.
ago.
He just plays for fun.
That's right.
Weirdo.
Superhero for fun.
Take care, everybody. Have a good night. God bless.
Bye bye, guys.